Jumping over to Disney, let's talk about one of those three films because it set all kinds of crazy records. We're talking, of course, about Disney's Moana 2. It set the new solo Thanksgiving box office record with, out of that 422 million, guys, 225 million of it over the 5-day holidays was from Moana 2. Now breaks the previous high water mark of Frozen 2 back in 2019 with 125 million. It also stands as the biggest 5-day debut in history, overtaking Universal's 2023 film from last year, Super Mario Brothers. The film's 3-day tally of 135.5 million registers as the best start for a Walt Disney animation movie ever, ahead of Frozen 2, which is even insane. Now, ticket sales for Moana, the sequel, were far above early estimates. Everybody was bringing this film in at about 135 to 145 million. Obviously, 225 million, boom. Now, the film sailed to $386 million at the global box office, including $165 million internationally, making it the second biggest worldwide opening of the year after the billion-dollar Marvel behemoth Deadpool and Wolverine's $438 million, which is also a Disney film. Disney made a huge rebound at the box office this year, Al. Remember, they stumbled a couple years and everybody's like, oh, the king is dead, the mouse is dying, blah, blah, blah. Well, they came back strong and hard this year at the box office and reclaimed that throne. And they're not done. They've still got a couple of things coming and, into next year. So, this doesn't surprise me. The first Moana was a hit, right? Everybody loved it. They've got a live action version coming of it. So it only made sense that Moana 2 was going to be huge. I didn't think this huge, but boom, here you go.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. And to give everybody a little bit of backstory on that, it was actually supposed to be a series. Moana 2 was supposed to be a series. It was greenlit by Bob Chapek. And Iger came in and was like, no, we need to kind of balance this out with theaters. So they decided to turn the Moana series into Moana 2, which obviously was a great idea because it was a huge cash buster. So I think it's obvious who was supposed to be at the helm the entire time, and that 2 years was a little rough. So, but you guys know how we feel about that. But it only makes sense, man. It only makes sense.
No, and keep in mind, it was controversial when he first did it because they were like, but we have a live action one in. Why do we want to have a sequel and a competing live action? Let's just keep it a series. And he was like, excuse me, you brought me back for a reason. Listen to me. And as you said, the man is always right. So in Iger we trust.
Exactly.